I reckon Modric was a better player. Better midfielder.
What? That's a fact, bro.
Nowhere near Zidane.
I reckon he
man.
challenges Zidane. And you know what?
Are you serious?
You
bro?
know what? Let me just dig
I'm
my own grave
disappointed in
again
that,
one more
bro.
time, boys. I'm gonna dig my grave one more time.
There you go.
I reckon De Bruyne is even better than Zidane.
Every World Cup players looking at him, they don't even want to touch him.
I'm serious
Zidane.
about. I'm serious
Bro,
about.
Penalty in a semi-final, bro.
In the final.
Modric.
Final, sorry.
I'm serious
What
about
are you
Modric.
talking
But
about,
let's
bro?
talk Modric. Let's talk Modric. I was
Pure
taking the piss.
class.
I was taking the piss out of him.
Headbutt in the final. That means he like, had enough.
But I said, bro, this is nothing to me.
No discipline.
What do you mean?
Nah, it doesn't get better than this, actually.
Because
Bro,
Modric
a
had
man, a man makes fun of your sister. You're not gonna say nothing?
What the heck is this going on?
That's that North African blood, bro. I don't blame
Nah,
you.
nah.
I'll do the same thing.
He doesn't even see it as a big game. I was like, what did you say? Dang
My
Allah.
mother, my sister, nah.
He doesn't care, bro.
I'm not on the propaganda wave, brother.
Voila. He's supporting the other side, you know?
I sent them a bit of money this morning, so
Nah,
that's my
not enough,
part.
wallah.
Do you condemn Hamas?
Off camera or on camera?
Both. you know, it was wild. The lady on BBC, the guy, one of the ministers or something, or the ambassador was explaining. Remember, he said, my sister died, my nephew died. He's explaining like all these family members that died. You know what the lady said? Sorry to hear about that. Do you condemn what they did to Israel? I said, yeah, this lady's wild, bro.
Yeah, because they're being told, man. They're being told, actually, they're being told what to do, what to say.
She's not wearing an AP. She's not mine.
What's the AP?
So watch.
What is the AP?
Question.
Ah.
Are we actually doing this?
Is that actually a watch?
Are we actually doing this?
Yeah, of course we are doing this, bro.
We're doing this. You know, I just needed some backing.
Today, inshallah, we're going to raise. How much, Azam?
Are we gonna raise some money?
Wallah, we can.
We can. Okay.
Wallah, we can. In the comment section, boys.
To the Patreon or to the...
No. On the comment
To the
section.
Patreon.
In the comment section. Just put how much you want to donate.
Yes,
Wallah.
wallah.
Do that. And
got-
this time, we're actually going to put it on the screen.
No problem. We've got a link in the description for anyone who doesn't know. We put it last week. We're gonna put it this week as well.
Yeah.
It's Human Appeal, correct?
Human appeal, yep.
Yes, there's a link for the cause, for the Palestinian cause, the people who are suffering. So
Yes.
if you guys want to donate, jump on the link.
Yes.
You know, and donate what you can.
Me, I pay
but
to
what I don't understand is-
Matwa. You know Matwa? What's it? MATW.
Yeah, they all work.
We have to discuss last week's episode. Apparently, last week. By the way, people like the analytics showed that was one of our most engaging episodes. So people are watching it for longer. They're commenting. They're liking everything.
Yeah.
But
Zero ball knowledge.
exactly.
Wallahi,
it
I
was
was
horrendous,
watching
bro.
it confused.
Yeah, well, horrendous. You guys
was
couldn't even
actually
name it
horrendous,
right
bro.
back, bro.
Because we missed out on so many players. Robin Van Persie, Mohamed Salah, Kevin De Bruyne. And
Yeah, that's good. Samuel Eto'o.
Samuel Eto'o. We could have.
Yeah.
If the way we did it, because we were like, if anyone just played for Chelsea, just
Yeah,
wait,
that's
wait,
even
wait.
1 minute.
You
it
shouldn't
doesn't
have
make
done that.
sense.
You shouldn't
It
have done
should
that.
be
Hey, listen,
for
man, we're
those
trying to make a
clubs.
show happen. That's why.
Yeah, wallah.
It is what it is.
So how's it going, people? And welcome back to the GalacticOz Podcast. We are back for another week, but it's not EPL Roundup. Today we're doing something very different. It's an idea that was done by one of my favorite podcasts, by the way. Shout out to Hussein and the boys at Barra Brothers. They started this trend of doing these kind of videos.
Can we make our own ideas, wallah, Azam, one day?
We never do, Allah. We never do.
Can we do that actually one
we
day?
we just do what works, and that's it. But this idea is fantastic. It's called Change My Mind. So basically, what we do, we got all the boys. There he is.
The Sharif?
Yeah, Sharif. We'll explain the rules by the time you come back. So basically, what it is that we got the boys here to come up with crazy hot football takes, and what they're gonna have to do is say it, and we're gonna have to change their mind on it if we can. Starting lineup for today, very different. Hassanin Afa, the most regular person in the history of regular.
Very regular, but
Very regular.
Cult hero.
Yes, Allah. On the other side, we've got something very different. We've got Ravo. We've got Sharif coming back from, for quite some time.
it's the World Cup, bro.
No, that's it. No.
I think so, bro.
No, not since the World. Since the end of last season. That's a bit more accurate. But we've got a debutant who I think we really need to.
Nah, it's a debutant, bro.
We gotta tell the people what happened. This is a guy who tried to make his debut. What, three, four times?
Yeah.
Nah,
3 times.
5 times.
Well, he can, yeah.
Yeah.
Two of those times.
Yeah.
The episodes were just the worst episodes we've ever filmed, so we had to trash them. And one of them was technical difficulties.
Yeah.
It started probably a year and a half ago. That first debut.
I think
Yeah.
it was like the second
was Chelsea.
episode ever.
It was a Chelsea Arsenal one too, you know that?
Nah, it was
wasn't it?
the all-time EPL 11.
Oh, and Abdullah was trying to put every Arsenal player, and he was trying to put every Chelsea player.
and we're
It was a
going
long
at
one.
it.
Ever since that day, what happened to Chelsea? They sacked Conte. Sorry, they sacked, what's his name? Thomas Tuchel. They had trouble with their owners. They bought the club. Blah, blah, blah. A
Ukraine
lot of
war,
things
all
happened.
this stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go. A lot of things
Ukraine
happened.
invaded Russia. Or Russia invaded
Yeah,
Ukraine.
and somehow that
Other way
affected
around.
Chelsea.
Butterfly
What
effect.
a butterfly
I
effect.
know, like, anyways, he's an A-rater and he's here to make his debut finally. Gallery, Chelsea fan, welcome to the GalacticOz Podcast.
Let's go.
DG 3000.
Reminder to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell and jump on Patreon. We have got this man right here who's going to be replacing Yaqub, who went overseas. So, Gallery, I don't know if you know this, but your opponent is actually Mohamed Rees. So if you beat him, you go and verse either Abdullah or Nail. And then if you beat them, you're into the final right away. And the winner, like we said
What
last
about
week,
me?
That's light work, bro.
you're on the other side. And the winner, we said last week, the winner of the show gets to verse. We're working on it still, but the winner of SDS. Yeah. So, bring your best
yeah?
ball knowledge, man.
Because Faisal went to me, bro.
Yes.
if he wins, any.
Anyways, where do we get started, boys? So we know the concept of the show.
Yeah.
You guys want to start on this side or this side? Has any you got your hot take?
Of course, I've got plenty of hot
Okay,
takes.
let's start with your first one.
My hot take.
Yes.
The World Cup was rigged, wallah. 22.
Yeah,
World Cup was
I
rigged.
agree.
You know, Simba's hot takes, they're not even hot takes. They're his actual takes.
I know.
That's my
You
actual
know-
take. It's a hot take still.
They're not hot takes.
Can be considered.
Why am I not surprised that he said that?
Because, you know, when the story broke out last week,
give us your reasoning.
the reasoning, the penalties was just too much, bro. That's one reason, yeah. And the other
The
reason
whole
is
World Cup or the final?
the whole World Cup, bro.
Oh, the whole World Cup was
The whole World Cup, yeah.
for Argentina to
For
win.
Argentina to win, obviously.
How was the thing? They lost to Saudi first game.
That makes it believable. guys.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. They lost to Saudi on purpose.
Boys, you went from that to conspiracy theory now. That's not, you went from hot take to conspiracy.
The first game, the ref gave them penalties. They gave them everything, bro. But they still didn't win. You know what I mean? Somehow they managed to lose. I don't know how.
I think
Saudi
they
just wanted them more.
yeah, and they
That's what it
they didn't bury their chances. If you look at the match, how many chances in the first half did Argentina have? They just didn't bury them, guys. Are you telling
Even
me?
against,
That-
even
I
against
remember they had a
Mexico,
few,
it wasn't even a clean win.
Yeah.
Mexico as well.
They had a few narrow offsides too against Saudi in the first half. Like they were like all VAR checks. But
Yeah, they had one.
Anyways,
Martinez scored. He scored an offside goal. They called it.
Okay. So let's just go through the game. The Saudi Arabia game. Okay, Saudi Arabia won that game. We're not even going to talk about conspiracy
Yeah.
because you guys, you guys won already. The Mexico game, that Messi goal
Penalty.
and the goal
And the penalty.
and the goal.
And the penalty.
Talk about the goal.
Let's talk about the penalty.
No, but the goal, how it was.
Why'd they get a penalty?
Yeah.
Because a penalty in the World Cup destroys you.
Why they got a penalty? Either they got fouled in the box or there was a handball in the box. Simple as that. And they did a VAR check for a lot of the
biggest
goals.
stage, man. A lot of teams crumble, man.
And
know.
what about the
Yeah.
Poland game? 2-0.
What about the Croatia game?
I don't think they were light on the penalties. They just got fouled in the box. And Argentina, the way they are, they're very quick around the box area. Messi plays a 1-2.
Yeah, but like they're not like 50-50 penalties, you know what I mean? They're obvious not penalty. Most of them are like,
But anyways, in the final, Mbappe got 2 penalties.
which were clear. They were legit though.
So you're on his side.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
no,
I think they're
I
just
agree.
both
Guy
Messi,
hates
Messi
Messi.
haters. That's what
I think that's a wild take on that.
It did look like a setup to me.
If you say maybe the final, maybe I could.
The whole
maybe
thing,
like-
bro. The whole thing.
But the whole thing? How can they
It does
rig the
feel
whole
like that,
thing?
bro. And it's not only me, bro. There's a lot of professional players in that tournament, like Pepe and all that. They were saying like this. Yeah. Everybody was saying like all the players were saying.
That's why they put the Argentinian ref Morocco versus Portugal. It's kind of dodgy too. Wallah.
Argentinian ref.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Argentina got outplayed. The whole Morocco just wanted it more.
Oh, Portugal, you mean?
Portugal,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Portugal,
And it doesn't. The ref had nothing to do with that game.
And Ronaldo got benched as well. So like,
Yeah, that was a
Come on,
coaching
bro.
error. I think that was a coaching error
That's-
from Portugal.
literally.
And overall, like, Messi.
And guess what? Messi's gonna win the World Cup, the Ballon d'Or now.
Yeah, this one we know.
That makes it even worse. Babo Gomez last week.
So who would you give it to, Haaland or Messi?
Yeah, you see that guy? He
Yeah.
got done 2 years for doping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he played in the World Cup.
He played
you
the
know
World
what
Cup. Yeah.
Wait, wait.
He got
Wasn't
tested
a
before the World Cup. Yeah, exactly.
Wait, wasn't a baby food?
And so he says it was children's syrup.
He
but who
said he
knows?
had
Who
his
knows?
child
Who
syrup, but
knows?
how is
Who
that gonna
knows?
make him
Yeah,
win
it
a
doesn't
World
matter.
Cup?
It
boys?
doesn't matter what it
Who
is.
knows?
It's
What-
doping
that's-
still.
That's what he
He
said.
wasn't even one of the best players in the team either way.
He
Doesn't
played
matter.
still,
But
still
they
played.
let him get away with it.
Yeah.
With or without him, they
Let
were
him get
going
away
to
with
win
it.
that World
They
Cup.
let him
If
get away
they
with
let
it.
that guy get away with it, imagine what they're letting Messi and stuff get
Exactly.
away with. You know?
Thank you.
Is there any way we could change your mind on this?
Yeah, no.
Was it the best World Cup you've ever seen?
Best World Cup I've ever seen? I think 2006. man.
This was
my favorite.
It
clearly
was
the
the best
best.
World Cup and the last World Cup.
Oh, Hassanin, that was a waste of what 5
10
minutes
5
right
10
now?
minutes, yeah.
Yeah, well, like, that was a horrible take.
Well, he's been preaching that for a while now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So no surprise there. Raven, let's go on to you. You said you've got something that. How about this? Let's not hear the one that you think is not such a hot take. Let's hear that one.
I
Let's
didn't.
see if that
I'm
one
like,
goes.
I think strikers. My hot take was strikers are better than they've ever been before. Like right now, strikers and they're getting disrespected. So like I think like we're seeing the Haalands, the Kanes, and like Lewandowski's and stuff, and Suarez and stuff. I think these are the greatest strikers we'll probably ever see. Like we had an era of like the best ever strikers, and I think that they weren't as appreciated as much.
Okay, can I ask you this question? Because Amir was arguing this the whole time. Remember, he was like Bowen.
Yeah.
No, Bowen. Sorry, he was like Ivan Toney. I think.
Yeah.
It was, I think I gave him this example, and because he was saying Shearer played in the 90s, Alan Shearer played in the 90s, he wouldn't be as good right now. Are you taking it that far, or are you saying like from the 70s on? Because like Alan Shearer was playing up until the early 2000s.
Let's go from 2010. I think this is the best strikers we've ever seen.
So you don't think a Michael Owen or
Ronaldo, Thierry Henry.
I don't
No,
think
no,
they
no,
were
I'm
as
not-
technical as the
I'll give them-
strikers
no,
they
no.
are now, this day and age.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think they were as technical and most athletic as well.
I'll give him
Because
up.
what comes out of a striker now, he needs way more than just goal scoring. You can see it. You got to adapt to the whole game. Look at Harry Kane, Benzema, all these strikers build up play. Like they have to drop deep now. All that. They don't just wait for the ball. They're not like the Haalands, you know. And I sort of agree.
my only problem with that is you're saying strikers. If you're saying the best strikers like Lewandowski, Benzema, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
I'm with you. But if you're saying all strikers right now
Are better than
are better than they've ever
I'll
been,
I'll say collectively, yeah. The strikers we're seeing now, you won't see better strikers in
as
the
a
past.
collective,
Nketiah, all these guys.
No, you have the exception. No, you have exceptions of like Ronaldo, Thierry Henry, all these forwards, whatever. But I'm saying generally, like the best forwards we have, like we've been seeing since 2010, nothing comes close besides those little exceptions. But collectively, these are the
you
best
still had
strikers.
like Berbatov, Wayne Rooney, Thierry Henry.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
had
saying.
That
but
Uruguayan guy, that Uruguayan with the long hair, what's his name?
Fallen.
Diego
him.
Forlan.
He
Yeah.
was a Golden Boot winner as well,
Yeah.
playing for Atletico Madrid.
And then you got like Benzema, you got Suarez,
been the winner.
Lewandowski, you got Harry Kane, you got Erling Haaland, you got
Come on, Ravo. Benzema is another planet, bro. We put this guy in a separate planet, like. We can't compare him to like Lewandowski and Harry Kane and all these.
no, relax. But and we're seeing it, and I think a lot of them getting disrespected. What's the best? You always hear this, bro. He only scores tap-ins. Brother, these guys, maybe not Berbatov, but generally a lot of strikers, they were just scoring tap-ins back in the days, man. But these strikers, they're scoring great goals. They're doing way more than they were
I think
required
it's
to
actually
do.
the opposite, bro. I think a lot of strikers right now are scoring more tap-ins
Yeah.
than they've ever done.
Exactly.
Because the way the game is built now. Like
Yeah, but that's the game. That's the game style. But like I'm saying, the strikers are clinical too. But
No, the strikers are a lot like back in the day were a lot more freestyle.
But then-
Yeah,
no,
a lot
no,
more
no.
freestyle, a lot
Do
more
what they-
techie.
No, they were 100%. But these strikers, they do much more. As in, they drop deep,
off the ball.
they play off the ball,
Yeah.
they score, they get more assists. So they're way more involved in the game.
there's
Those
much more requirements from a striker now.
yeah. And back then, that's why we only see the highlights. But if we watch the games, bro, they might score one goal every 3 games.
I can charge you to take a lot, Ravo. If there's a tough game, yeah. If there's a tough game right now, you don't look at the striker.
And then I think that's a tactical issue. That's on the managers.
I think
'Cause
it's
if you
more
watch-
to do with the ability.
I think
Nah,
number 10s and strikers have been overlooked now in this
I
game.
think the game overall it's harder
Yeah.
as well. to
Like
make
now,
it
Now,
watch-
now
as
they've been
well.
way overlooked. Like
You-
there's no the last number 10 that I can think of that was like goated,
number 10,
like
yeah.
proper number 10 is Ozil that played the game as a
Yeah.
number 10. Think about it. Kevin De Bruyne is not your usual 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, Madison now for Tottenham.
Madison's a 10. You can
Yeah,
say that.
he's a 10, like he's proper.
Mm.
James Rodriguez, 2016 era. Now there's rarely any 10s that actually can like score you goals, assists like that. Martin Odegaard, you can say, but not at that level of like Ozil and stuff. Those proper 10s.
I think we've had like strikers, elite strikers that we have right now, maybe than ever before. Let's say that.
Yeah, like look at even you said Ivan Toney.
No, but it's no.
No, I'm not talking about elite. I'm not talking about elite. I'm saying a guy that's playing in the like he's a mid-table team and he's competing with the top goal scorers. He's competing with Harry Kane. Erling Haaland just had an unbelievable season. I don't think we'll ever see something like that again. But he was competing with like Harry Kane. He was competing with who else?
I think that comes to systems though.
I feel like a lot of it has to do with just our time and our era and how the game is played right
100%.
now.
I even believe it's recency bias from my side, but like it's from what I see, and I'm like, yo, I appreciate this, and I think these guys are like, I've never seen better strikers, and maybe because I was watching highlights of Homeboy R9 and stuff, guys, and then after that I watch a highlight of the guy chilling in a shisha bar with the AC Milan squad, but that's another thing. But I was gonna say even with the finals, Inter, you said Simba, you said something about the finals. He said these guys don't perform. I think that's on the coaches because I feel like coaches are very conservative in finals nowadays than they used to be.
But that's
Back
fine.
then,
They
no,
restrict
because
their
back
players.
then they
That's
used to
fine.
let the
That's
players do whatever they want back then. Remember, do you think a coach would have told R9, "Oh, sit back when we drop back when we don't have the ball, or don't hold the ball for too long"? The coach goes, "Give me the game of your life," and R9 jumps on the field. Henry, the same thing. But now,
If a striker's not running 12 kilometers now, He's not going to stay
Not
on the
gonna start,
on the
yeah.
But
pitch.
that's the thing. I'm not talking about that, bro. I'm talking about abilities. He is not capable of doing something in a big game. Incapable.
No, I believe they're capable.
Who's
This-
this?
No. Even
He
Haaland,
actually-
even all these
he
players,
actually
they're
hasn't done
capable.
anything in a big game.
And
They're
he's still-
capable,
hey, listen,
boys.
That guy's
They-
still got 10, 15 years the way he's
Yeah, but
playing.
he won't do anything, bro. It's like it's been 2 or 3 years now. He hasn't done anything in a big game.
We never know.
He can't even take his.
Football
his
is
He
still
can't even,
getting
but he
marinated,
can't even
bro.
take his
That comes
national
with
team to a
experience.
major tournament. That's a bit odd, wallah.
well, that's a bit odd.
Like
There's two
even
players that you can name from
even
Norway.
guys like
Odegaard and Haaland. Name me another player.
Abramovich took his team to the World
yeah,
Cup.
even guys like Adebayor
He had
took
some
their
players.
team to the World Cup and stuff. Come on.
Anyways, let's move on from that. I don't know if we can change your mind on this, Ravo, but we clearly don't agree with you. But let's move on. Gallery, what do you have for us?
If Pele was playing today, who would be no better than someone playing in like a Southeast Asian league?
You think Pele would be incapable of playing nowadays?
Yeah.
Brother, this is the same man that
that's the hot
invented
take,
all
bro.
these skill moves, like step overs, all these skills that you see. That was
Yeah,
him
but
I think
at
it's a
his
howler to
time.
say South Asian league.
Yeah,
the South Asian
Yeah.
is disrespect.
Southeast Asia. Not
Southeast
South
Asia.
Southeast Asia.
That's
I know, South
crazy.
Asia.
That's crazy. No.
A-League maybe.
Hey, you said Pele was ahead of his time.
He'll be playing in Singapore Premier League.
But why Maradona though? Why Maradona better?
I think Maradona is.
Huh? You think Maradona is better than Pele? Why is that?
Have you seen him just juggle
What
a
makes you think that,
ball?
Wallah?
Have you seen him just juggle?
I've seen him.
ball?
Wallah. I've
Maradona's
seen
on
Pele
different
too.
level.
I've seen Pele too. Pele's done it more.
the guy was
Maradona was
flying,
excellent at reading the. Hey,
3 World Cups
Maradona.
in a row.
Maradona knew how to read the game.
No, he won. He didn't win 3 World Cups in a row. He won 2. He won 2. Pele won 2 World Cups.
Mind you,
The third World Cup, he played 1 game. He got injured. And wait, let me finish. Back
His ankle
then,
was
you'd have
gone.
to play 3 games to win a medal. A few years later, they changed the rule and then they gave him a medal and gave him 3 World Cups. They won it without him.
Yeah, but he wasn't doping. He wasn't taking drugs. He wasn't scoring with his hand.
You know,
Who's doping
Oh,
now?
it was all mess.
Oh,
Maradona.
talk about Maradona.
You know
Maradona
what?
was a mess.
You just said it. That's a scary thing. He was doping,
Yeah.
doing all this, and he was still,
And he's still doing that shit.
doing that.
And that's an
Imagine if he looked
advantage,
after
by the way.
his
Doping
body.
is an advantage,
No,
bro.
you're rocking
You're
up to
probably
the
been
game.
the greatest
That's
player of all time.
He's rocking up to the game.
Why do they ban athletes?
The substance is they're getting an advantage to play. This guy's rocking up disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Literally.
No.
His body doesn't want to be there,
That's
but
why-
he's still doing
The
that.
guy wakes up. I reckon you know what happens. The coach goes to his hotel room. He sees drugs everywhere.
And they
he
used
sees
to pay the
women
referee
everywhere.
back then. It was a mess. Maradona's time, that was a mess. He was capable, but he wasn't as great as.
But you
as
can't take
Pele.
away from his abilities. His technical, his
Yeah.
techers was just outrageous, bro.
Right now, all the number
Outrageous.
10 CC, they're all like system players. Him,
Me, well, I remember me of my
he's,
third
he's
hot
like a
take.
free player.
He's a definition of like hop on, I got you.
yeah.
Like literally, like comes to a game and says, "Don't worry, give me the ball."
Maradona, I think,
He
like
will do.
if you watch the Pele Maradona, like they highlights the eras and thing.
Yeah.
It feels like, and this is probably outrageous as well. It could be a hot take, but it feels like Maradona more of like a do it myself kind of thing. You know, whereas Pele, it didn't really feel like that as much because he had a lot of great players around him.
did.
Whereas
Yeah.
Argentina, it was just him.
Yeah.
He was just carrying it. But you know what I mean?
Fact.
Even for club and country, but this guy was doing big
But hey,
things,
you said Pele was a bit ahead of his time. What era do you reckon he could have played in and still killed it then? To when you reckon it would have stopped?
I think that era, if he went to Maradona's era, even then he wouldn't do it.
Nah, I don't think so. I think if you're gonna go with your take, that Pele, that same Pele, just take him, drop him. He doesn't grow up around an academy or like this facility. Take that Pele to drop him. I think up to the 80s he could play.
Yeah,
I reckon up to the late 80s he could play.
I reckon
And
even
today,
the,
cause
I agree with you. I agree
take
with
him
you.
out of his grave, well, I wouldn't. He can still do it.
that's why he'll be playing with here in Newmarket, brother. Don't worry about
Come on,
that.
boys.
Maybe early 90s.
I reckon that's what I was gonna say. I reckon he could have played in the Premier League, like just when the Premier League got introduced.
Yeah, early 90s.
Because anyone
even
can play in the
mid-
Premier League, well,
Because he was a super athlete too, doing
Yeah, he
overhead
was.
kicks,
Yeah.
doing all these fucking
Yeah.
shenanigans. Like,
because
yeah.
he's amazing, bro.
I don't think that's fair or like. But like, well, how about this? If you take Pele and just take the talent of Pele and drop his soul into a newborn baby right now.
Nah, that's different.
Answer this question: who do you think is better, Mbappe or Haaland?
Mbappe.
Why is that? He hasn't done a lot of things like what Haaland did.
He's done more than Haaland.
No, he hasn't. What has he done? Apart from winning one World Cup? No. Apart from winning one World Cup, and the rest of it was the Farmer League. The rest of it was just for the Farmer League. He hasn't done anything else. It was just a Farmer League, bro.
Because Haaland was in the Farmers League until last year then.
No, but he won the treble with Man City. That's a lot. That's a big thing. That's
Bro,
not
look
as
at
easy
the
as.
squad and look how much money they spent.
That's
just
not
to
as
win
easy
that
as
treble,
winning the
bro.
World Cup.
Well, look
with
how much
France.
money PSG sent.
Haaland.
PSG they spend it on average players.
So if you were to pick a player, Haaland, or Mbappe, ability-wise.
Yeah.
Who's a better player? You'd pick Haaland?
I pick Mbappe any time of the day.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly. So why are you picking? Why are you not picking Pele
Over who? Maradona?
over anybody? Because it's the ability, bro. It's the ability, wallah.
But then he's saying the
It's the
ability.
same thing, bro. It's the
ability
same thing.
I'm saying his ability
If
now.
somebody comes now
his
12
ability
years from
then
now-
would not work today, I'm saying.
Nah, of course it
Nah, I
will.
reckon, you know what? Actually, it might work at some squads, bro. I reckon if you drop him at a Burnley, chuck him on the left wing, he'll run.
I don't think he can survive, man. I really want to say he could, but I don't think he can survive in today's game.
I think maybe late 2000s.
I think that's way too far as well. Well, I think that's too far.
I think
you
he can
say
still ball with like the
Who's
big
who's
balls.
better overall,
Zidane,
Ronaldo, Brazilian R9, or Pele? Who like
R9 all day.
who's better?
every
Of
day.
course, yeah. So then that's same era.
That's
How
the
you putting
best.
it-
How many other players were playing amongst the I9s and stuff?
Because
Thousands of
R9,
players.
no,
They can survive.
R9 doesn't even come close to Benzema, bro. What? Wallah,
It's ridiculous.
R9 will never come close to
3
Benzema.
Ballon d'Ors, 2
Never,
World Cups,
ever.
doesn't come close.
What makes you think an exceptional player for 12 years can't make it in today's game? What makes you think
Bro,
that?
it's 50 years ago, bro.
Doesn't matter, even if it's
I
1,000
don't
years
think,
ago,
I
bro.
don't think
Well, every
players
people
back
try
then.
humans
Because even if they were
survive half
kicking
a
a stone
season
around,
now.
he will still be better, wallah.
I don't think players back then can survive half a season now.
Yeah.
This
For sure.
today's game is much more.
Because
Like,
yes,
the
it's
requirements.
just too quick. The pace of the game is
So
just
the pace and every 2 days they're playing a game.
Yeah.
Like literally, their bodies will break down. Like
For sure.
part-time footballers, man.
now, bro, like teaching kids
Like
from
you said,
from the
remember
academy.
back in the days, you used to say Johan Cruyff is playing with farmers and teachers.
At halftime, he's smoking
and smoking
ciggies.
a cigarette. Yeah, same. Imagine
Carvajal
that.
won 5 Champions League and he's still smoking shisha until today. Until yesterday, he was smoking shisha.
Bro,
Carvajal,
so like,
Were you with it? Were you with it?
He actually does smoke shisha, bro, all the time, bro. Everybody knows that. I can show you the photos right now, bro. Won 5 Champions Leagues.
there's players like, what's his name?
Guys, all the players, even the players,
Yeah,
all on snooze.
All, yeah,
All on
snooze.
snooze as
They all
well.
have cigarettes halftime apparently.
Yeah. If you go Turkish
Wow.
league like Pirlo,
Yeah, Turkish league.
They also owe the half
well,
game.
hey, that's not the Turkish league will be jumping already. Half time,
half-time,
they
they
were
pull
tripping out. They're having toughies.
Anyways, moving on. I think that was a howler take. I don't think anyone was going to agree with you in the comment section, gallery.
That's okay.
Because this is just wild, bro. The greatest, some might say the greatest player of all time, to put him in the Southeast Asian. That's
Yeah,
that's
that's-
mad. Yeah, that's
I don't agree with that.
Sharif, let's move on to you. What do you have for us?
My hot take, you guys are not going to agree, but the French league is the third best league in Europe. My hot take.
It's actually proven. It's actually proven, and in the rankings that they do, that it's like the 6th best league
Yeah, it
in
is.
Europe.
Okay, cool.
But-
Let me tell you this: where do all the best players come from? Nowadays, where?
I like where you're coming from there.
Where?
This is good.
You know,
This is-
you know,
so it's
you know where they come
Where
from.
do
You know
all
where they
the
come
best
from.
players come from? You telling me England? Name
Nah,
me
nah.
one English player that came out through it besides Foden that I can
No, but
think
it's
of.
not about where they come from. Everyone wants to go there. That's a destination league. If you
But I'm
wanna-
saying through the academies of England and stuff. All the best young players come through the academies of France.
Because you
Okay,
know what?
but that's
Everyone's
what
coming
it
from
is.
Africa.
No, they still.
France is a France is a pit stop. France is where they
stop
go.
on the way to
They
the
seek
Premier League.
refuge.
Yeah, cool.
They
Via Africa.
Yeah, I get that. But the best player, they claim France, right? The best players come from France. For me, watching that league, and I still do to this day, it's a much more faster league than Serie A. Much more physical. The techers are outrageous, and you just see talent. If you actually love football, love the old style wingers of like they don't have to track back, go watch. Nah, literally, go watch. Nah, go watch League One. You give the player a
Alright.
ball, and he does what he wants, and it balling out. Go on.
Put PSG aside. Who's the second best team? Who's second on the ladder right now?
Right now,
Marseille,
in my opinion, I think it's Marseille.
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 Drop them in the Premier League. Where would they finish?
Top six.
I say 17th, 18th.
No way. Top six. Have you seen the
Easy.
players they have?
No.
Go watch him,
No,
bro.
no,
Go watch him in
Ma-
the Champions
Ma-
League. They're in the
Ronaldo.
Champions League. Even
We
Leon.
knocked them.
Leon was
Wait,
up
wait,
there.
wait. We knocked them Marseille,
Yeah.
man.
Huh?
We knocked them out, man.
Even Lyon as well, bro. They produce the players they produce, bro. Think about it. Eden Hazard came from there. Kylian Mbappe came
Marseille
from
hasn't
there.
won
Camavinga,
Ligue
Tchouameni. Bro, you can name it. Bro, Benzema came from French league. Every young, the best young
Ronaldinho,
players.
Drogba.
Stop.
Hey, where did Ronaldinho come from, brother?
Because we know he played for PSG before he went to Barcelona, but that doesn't
He
mean
came-
he didn't come from there.
He come from there.
PSG,
Of course he come from there.
He played for PSG, but he didn't really technically come from there. Like upbringing, like I'm talking about academy players that actually.
Yeah, they spotted
Played
him
the
there by
French league.
Barcelona. They didn't spot him from Brazil. They
No,
didn't.
but he had that talent already. He was going to be.
My saying is the Bundesliga is the worst league because
Yeah, I agree.
because Bayern Munich are just doing whatever they want. Because when a first team comes, right, and then they say, "Oh, let me get the best player from the second team, and then they have free
Yeah,
license to
yeah.
do that. In France, that can never happen.
I
When
genuinely
there's-
believe that they do that with the Bayern so they can win the Bundesliga
Champions
helps
League.
them so they can win the Champions League.
But then
what
what-
it does is jeopardizes the quality of the
literally,
league.
and then they play now.
PSG has done that on many occasions.
Yeah.
What? Well,
You see-
name me one player that went for Marseille.
No, from Monaco, they bought Mbappe from Monaco.
That's
dropped
not
him
that's
PSG.
not that's
That
not a
is.
rivalry, bro. That's not a rivalry. I'm
No,
talking
but
about
that was
rivalry.
they stole a peak. They stayed a peak Monaco team.
Yeah.
Bro, they were running amok. They had Bernardo Silva,
They won the league.
Fabinho. Who else did they have?
But they didn't take all of them to PSG.
that,
They just took Mbappe.
They took
Right.
Mbappe because they wanted to keep him in the league, and they said he can carry the league.
Nah, the one that used to play for Chelsea.
Fabinho,
Bakayoko.
yeah, back here, all of them. Why? Because
Falcao.
Monaco are like they were like an us. They have to go. They have to get money in. Like they make these plays. That's their business. That's
I
like
think about it from
Borussia Dortmund.
Mbappe's perspective as well. It's like a young player, like Jack Grealish, for instance, play for Aston Villa, and then a Man City comes for him. Come on, man.
No,
If-
but
No,
Monaco's not
Monaco
better
won
than
the
Aston
league.
Villa.
They won the league. That's
Yeah,
like
they did.
just say.
But then would they be consistent enough to do it like PSG? No.
Nah, just say Man City in January they went and bought Saka. Same thing. But
But
can
that
you
would never
imagine that
happen.
happening? No, you can't. But in French league, that's standard.
That's normal.
But you know that team got developed for 3 years. They were building with the Bernardo Silva, Fabinho, Falcao, Mbappe, and there was a bunch of young players in and out. And then
Yeah, and
they
then
can
they won the
only
league.
go to a certain extent. That's their system, or that's how that club is run. They get money from these players. They develop them, sell them. They sold Tchouameni for how many? X amount of money. That's what they do. That's how the club runs. It's different. They don't want to contend every year.
Yeah, that's the same.
Some-
That's the same.
Yeah,
as
but
the
then
Bundes- same as
that's an issue with the
Bundesliga,
league
but-
then.
No.
Same as the Bundesliga. That's the issue with the league. Yeah.
For me,
You're
my
saying
thing
it's the-
is,
you're saying it's the third best.
I said
league. It can't
third
be.
best.
What are
Why?
the first two?
Huh?
What are the
Versus
first
Premier
two?
League.
What do you reckon?
Versus Premier
Premier
League.
League, yeah.
What is the second type?
La Liga.
Nah, man. See, now you lost me.
La Liga.
Well, what's La Liga then?
It should be La Liga then Premier League. That's how it should
Listen,
be.
2 years ago, if you asked me, I would have said La Liga. I'm not gonna
Until
lie.
today.
But I don't. I watched La Liga today. Name me 3 teams that can like finish top 5 in
Yeah.
in
In the Premier League,
Yeah.
Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, definitely. Barcelona, absolutely, man.
Real Madrid.
Any day, bro.
This Real Madrid, this trash Real Madrid of yours,
Yeah.
wallahi, right now can't do shit.
They can do
Anyways,
anything, bro.
let me just chat to you about just this one thing. I'll agree with you on one. I think, and I've said this on this podcast before, I think the best players in world football after Brazil come from France. Immigrants, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
you know,
the
all
North
that.
Africans, West Africans. Yeah,
Brother, this country is capitalizing of immigration
but
policies.
boys, but boys,
and
that's how
then
it is.
the country.
Colonialism.
And
My
then
thing
there's-
is watching the league, and I'm seeing a young 18-year-old, 19-year-old ball out. Everyone is hungry. The game is.
Come on, Kazi.
Nah, like what I'm saying is like when I literally watch Bundesliga, I'm sleeping, bro. Like everything is counter attack.
No one watches that. No one watches that league
Bro,
anyway.
Serie A, if you ask me maybe 3-4 years ago when like Pogba, Pirlo, all of them, that's way back. But like that, maybe I can agree with you then. But then it died off.
Nah.
It died off.
No. One thing that
It was exciting last year with Napoli and all that.
The French league,
Loved
Kazi, you know how many goals they concede every game? The thing is, Italy take pride in defense. That's why. That's an Italian thing. It's a system thing.
And then they got
They
get
would-
smashed in the Champions League 4-5.
They don't, Kaz. What do you mean?
do.
All their teams made it to the finals. Their team
Yeah.
made
They-
it.
AC Milan got smacked,
That
bro.
3 teams in the semis,
No,
didn't they?
Fiorentina made it to the finals of the Conference League.
Roma went to
Roma
the
made it to the Europa, and Inter Milan made it to the
French,
Champions League.
there was 3 French teams that were made in the quarterfinal.
We're talking about the actual final.
Yeah, but like still, but like it is what it is. Man City they got smacked.
For a French team to make it to the quarterfinal,
That's
it's
huge.
not the same thing.
And they
And
had
so how you
Lyon.
saying
They
this
had
is a better league then?
I say it's a better league if the Italians team.
It's a better league
had 3 in
because,
the
of course, you
semi-final.
got to compare the budget with the, with the outcome. You know what I mean?
You can't.
But I gotta
All
go
right,
that way.
all right. Then the Portuguese league is good too.
Yeah,
Their
I'm not
budget
on-
and their output.
Yeah,
Oh, what is it? Third
yeah,
best
it's
league
not the
then?
same thing. Benfica's budget is not the same as Marseille or Monaco or these guys.
Also, another thing that you're thinking about, if you're saying it's the league that produces the most amount of talent, fair enough, you can compete exactly with the Dutch league, you can compete with the Spanish league.
There's no talent that comes from there, bro.
Well, there is. But anyways, there is. But the thing is, I'm with Dair on that. It's like, or Ravo, whoever said it. It's like, it's not the end goal. All of these players, they leave young as well. So the league, like if they all stayed in that league, fair enough, you got a point there. But most of them, they dip. They go to the La Liga, they go to the Premier League.
Honestly, but why? Because the league is run that way. Just because most of the teams. They
But it
need
doesn't
money
make it
to
the
run.
best league,
I know, I get
say
that, I
it's
get
the
that.
best.
But me watching like a 20-year-old, 22-year-old every year, they never get. It never stops. They don't just buy the best players and compete. It's like okay, Tchouameni, go. We got another one. Boom, and he does the same thing.
Well, if you kept Tchouameni, if you kept these
100%,
big players, Bernardo Silva, all of these players, if you keep them in that league and just make that league the league that the Premier League is, or even right now, I don't know, La Liga isn't that good, but just the Premier League, let's say, bring in all these stars and just develop them and keep them there. Ooh, Yes.
Yeah,
maybe then.
but that's the thing, man. The league can't do that. That's the issue.
My whole thing is I enjoy watching League One just because it's much more competitive to me than Serie A and Bundesliga. That's why, in my opinion, it's the third best league.
Because
now.
the Serie A, I feel like as teams compete way more in the Serie A than
I get that. Did you watch AC Milan Juventus this morning?
I didn't watch all the
I
scores.
fell asleep, bro.
Nah, I didn't watch it.
Literally, I fell asleep.
No, I didn't watch it. No.
Besides
I didn't have time to watch
Rafael
it.
Leao, who else is playing?
No, who?
Who else
AC
is
Milan?
playing?
Guys, they got a good team, bro. They got Pulisic. They got
the most overrated winger I've
brother.
ever seen in my
They got
life.
Giroud going keeper. And then
Giroud,
again,
bro,
bro.
like-
You can't get this in the French league, bro.
No.
bro.
All right.
Today, the same player scores for Juventus. Tomorrow, he will score for AC Milan. Next year, he will score the same goal for Napoli.
There's no loyalty.
Bro,
There's no loyalty.
It's ridiculous.
Do you know when there's a Marseille versus PSG game?
Yeah.
Boys, the whole France stops, man. That's the biggest
That's
thing.
the same as
That's
Netherlands. Ajax versus Feyenoord or Ajax versus PSG.
I'm
The whole
saying the
Netherlands
talent. Go watch that game and how heated it is.
Even what about what's called in the San Siro guys? Inter Milan versus AC Milan.
I can no. I can
Today,
compare it. That's my thing.
they wear blue. Tomorrow,
I can compare it to a Liverpool and Man
It's
City game
ridiculous,
with the quality and the intensity. With Marseille, they're both dying for it, bro. It's not just football. It's much more
Okay,
than
they're
that.
both dying for it. At the end of the day, PSG always wins the league.
No, they didn't. But last year, Lille won.
Man City
Yeah.
always wins the league. Come on.
Nah, Man City always win the league.
Once every how many years?
Bro, 6 years they won it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do this with anyone. The strongest team is gonna be the strongest team, regardless. But how close are the others?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, because then look, you go. Let's
But
go-
look at the last 5 years in League One, right?
Yeah.
Three different teams have won it.
All right,
Just
have
Lille
it.
and PSG.
Let's go.
No?
Hey, show
It's not always PSG.
No.
You think it's PSG because of Mbappe and that, but they don't actually win it, bro.
No, let's.
always
Hey,
win
don't
it.
worry
Trust
about
me,
the
bro.
winning. No, don't worry about the winning.
Lille
Boys,
only won when they had
Brahim
that
Yilmaz
Turkish
and
guy,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the old PSG coach. After that, it's been PSG.
But hey, don't
Before
worry.
and
Hey,
after.
don't worry about the winners. Let's not talk about the winners because every league has a buy-in in Bundesliga. Let's go from second
Damn,
to like sixth.
Yeah.
Name me the top 16 thing
they can't.
in the French league that consistently win every year. Bro, in the Serie A, you got the Napolis, you got the Juventus, you got the AC Milan, then you got Inter Milan. Bro,
Just 'cause, like,
Fiorentina up there, Roma's up there.
There's only two teams that
Lazio.
qualify for Champions
Lazio.
League.
Huh?
So there's not top 4 that qualify. You know that. Yeah?
Exactly.
No,
'cause
but
their
I'm
league is
talking
not
about-
that strong.
But that's how it
They
is.
have two
It's
spots, but
because
you
the
go-
money is in the Premier League, boys. That's how it is. That's how this
and
business
that's
is
their
run.
destination club.
My whole
Everyone watches
point.
the Premier
We
League.
can talk about this all day, but the way these clubs survive in League One, in Serie A, in Bundesliga, they need to be selling their. The same thing as Arsenal when they bought that new stadium. Is Van Persie and all that? They had to sell them so they can survive. That's the same thing, like that. Now only 2 teams automatically qualify League One to go Champions League. The rest have to do playoffs, maybe I think,
Yeah.
and then Europa League, and then Conference League or whatnot.
Which is not fair, by the way.
That's not
is,
fair.
it is.
But
It's
Premier
based
League
on-
automatically.
I don't want to see a Bundesliga team again in the Champions League at all.
It's based on the country of the team's
How they
performance
perform,
in the
yeah.
Champions League European competition. That's why it gets the ranking
and the
higher.
money as well.
Premier League,
the
La Liga, they always perform the best in
All the best investors-
European
all the
competition.
best
Then you
investors
got
in the Premier League.
the German teams, Bayern Munich.
They don't
always
perform
go
at all.
far.
They'll
do.
lose by 6, by 5.
Frankfurt,
We see
they won
it all the
Europa
time.
League the year before. That's why their coefficient is high too. But the French teams, where are they? PSG is getting in the round of 16. They're not helping themselves. They're not helping the rest of
Yeah.
the league to come up with
I
them.
gotta admit, in the Champions League, the French teams are lacking.
Yeah,
like hard.
they're horrible.
Yeah, besides that, Lens win against Arsenal, that was good to watch. But they don't compete, man. They
Hey,
don't
and that
compete.
team, Ravo, that team, they're fighting relegation right now, and they beat Arsenal. Thank you so much. That's a good point, bro.
Hey, and
they're actually fighting- hey, listen.
I wasn't proving your point.
I'm telling you, they're actually fighting relegation right now, and they beat Arsenal, which is like what, the first team, like now or what?
All right, Chelsea was fighting relegation
And
last season.
have you seen?
We
Have
went
you,
all the way to the
have you seen?
quarterfinal.
Listen, that team is fighting relegation. Have you seen the atmosphere in that pitch? Did you guys watch when Arsenal lost? The whole pitch was bouncing for 90 minutes, bro.
But in
The whole
in
pitch.
many leagues, the whole pitch is bouncing.
Man, the
I-
fans
That's
are
the team.
fans.
You got,
Fans.
okay, go to who's third last now in Premier League? Who's third last now?
Let's go Luton Town.
Nurza, whatever.
Okay, yeah,
Is the whole
Luton
pitch bouncing? Is the whole pitch bouncing?
Of course not. In England,
no,
Bro,
no,
they said this
It's
atmosphere in
the culture.
England.
That's
They
the
said this.
culture.
No, they said this atmosphere in England, bro.
No. There's
Besides
no
some, like,
atmosphere.
So atmosphere makes the league, or is it the talent that's there?
Well, all I'm saying is there's the talent as well. But these teams are like.
No, but that's their culture, because like even
Yeah.
Arsenal, Arsenal last year, they introduced the drums in the stadium. But people were saying, bro, how corny are these guys? What are they
Yeah,
trying to
how-
do?
how
It's not in their
embarrassing,
culture.
yeah.
It's for thing in France, France, even Germany, Turkey. The atmosphere is
If
football.
you want to talk about atmosphere, you can
Yeah,
go to
that's-
Turkey,
Yeah,
you can go
they live
bloody
it.
Russia.
You go
you can go
Saudi,
everywhere.
yeah, they
Exactly.
live it. But
Why do we go Saudi? Yeah.
English
My
culture
whole
is
point
not
is just
big.
that team is third last. They beat Arsenal. And the atmosphere.
What about La Liga then, last year? fighting relegation Sevilla, and they still won the
He
Europa
didn't say
League.
La Liga is not top 3. He said La Liga
He's
is
saying
second.
he's second.
Yeah, but why is it second? The team that's fighting relegation actually won the Europa
Why
League.
were they fighting relegation? I watched Sevilla. They have 4 Moroccan players. I watch every single game. Why?
Then the last year they were fighting relegation last year.
Huh?
Didn't
They were
they have
fighting
issues with the
relegation
coach?
last year.
Huh?
They had issues with
They
the
had
coach.
like
Nobody
4 or
watches
5
that
different coaches that season,
Yeah.
bro.
Doesn't matter.
Drop it. Let's do 2 more because we're running out of time. I want to ask, do you have a crazy hot take or because
I don't think it's crazy. I think it's more like a fact. I think it's more like a fact.
everything we've heard from
The best footballing product, in my opinion, is Zinedine Zidane. As a player and as a coach, the best player ever to play the game, and the best coach ever to coach this game.
Can I say one thing?
Ah.
He wasn't a good coach. He just had
Bro,
Cristiano
I
Ronaldo.
don't want to hear that, bro.
He just had Cristiano Ronaldo.
I
and
don't
we've
want to
seen
hear that.
it
He still
when
managed.
when
Listen,
he came back.
He still
when he came
managed
back,
every single ego.
he didn't
there,
do anything.
And everyone, when he spoke, everyone listened. You
Of course,
can't tell me.
Okay,
you
hey,
can't,
you're
you
gonna
can't,
listen.
you can't tell me.
Zidane, you're gonna listen.
Bro, you put anybody
However-
else. What do you mean, however? Oh, he's spitting
However-
facts. Have you seen him? His halftime talks. Everyone's sitting there looking at him like this, bro.
What? They're not gonna listen. He's
All
a
right,
coach.
no.
Any
hey,
other
hey,
manager, they
yeah.
couldn't care, bro. Look,
coaching as hey,
To
look,
it.
is he a good coach or a good? Is he a good coach or a good like tactically or a good leader?
The best ever.
I think. Okay,
I'm
listen.
saying.
So,
It
overall
helps.
game.
Obviously,
Good
it helped.
player manager.
It helped. Yeah, that's a good shot. It helped having all the best players at their peak. Yes, you can look at that. I understand. But you can't tell me any coach, boys. There's a lot of reasoning. Like you can see, a lot of coaches going to teams with full of stars and they don't do nothing.
I see Zidane like he's got the similar approach of Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah, where he's
You know what I
much
mean? Where
more
he's connected with the players, they respect him. He's not sitting there going, "All right, boys, we're gonna do this." Like you know what I mean?
Like a
the
Pep
full
and all that, yeah, I
pressure
get you,
and this.
yeah.
That's more Pep. But I think as a coach,
I
he's
heard
more of a
something
leader.
about like him only coming into training, like training with the boys or with the Real Madrid back in the day for the last two days before any game. So he would like just kick a ball with them. They do shooting sessions. He bounce off them, blah blah. In game day, he has an individual talk with every single one. He gets the best out of every single one. That's a coach to me, bro. I would want to play for a coach like that believes in me.
So how come when Cristiano Ronaldo left, he couldn't replicate that?
What do you mean couldn't replicate that?
Like they didn't do anything when he came. He got sacked.
Who?
Zidane.
Zidane left.
Zidane left by himself.
It wasn't
He
going
left.
well. It wasn't going
Nah,
well for
he
him.
left.
Why, he left by
It wasn't
himself,
going well
bro?
He left because the president disrespected him. There was a whole thing. It came out.
for him. Would the president disrespect him if he was doing good?
Bro, nah, he
Nah.
disrespected Ronaldo.
No, the
That's your
management,
goat, but
the top management didn't want him. It's not Perez actually. It's everyone else. Perez actually likes him. It's everyone.
Daddy, you know, guys.
Huh?
He was in the meeting. He was in the meeting.
You know what happened? What like the first time he left, it's because of the whole Gareth Bale thing. You know what I mean? The management were just forcing him to play Gareth Bale,
Oh, yeah, I
and he
remember.
didn't like that.
And James Rodriguez as well.
And
He didn't like that.
Yeah.
what about how about this? Even with the Zidane take, I reckon Modric was a better player, better midfielder.
Wow.
Like, and I feel like if Modric played for a
What?
big club from the start, and not like let's just say he just went to Real Madrid or whatever, or as soon as
Modric
you
has
think,
to look at Xavi and Iniesta first before he even reaches Zidane.
no, I think he passes. What's it called?
Ah,
He,
Xavi
Champions
he
as well.
definitely goes. He's definitely.
And
better
mind
than
you, I
Xavi.
love those guys.
Because hey, boss.
No, not really, but that's a fact, bro.
No. I still think he sits on the same table as them. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think,
sorry.
I think, I think he's
I'm
better
sorry.
than them. I think he's
But
better than
better,
them.
I
I'm sorry.
don't know.
No, don't get it twisted. Modric, like one of the
Yeah.
possibly maybe you can say top 5 midfielders of all time.
Yeah.
But you cannot say nowhere near Zidane. Nowhere near Zidane.
I reckon he challenges Zidane.
Nowhere near Zidane.
I reckon he
man.
challenges Zidane. And you know what?
Are you serious?
You know
bro?
what? Let me just
Bro,
dig
I'm
my own grave
disappointed in
again
that,
one more
bro.
time, boys. I'm gonna dig my grave one more time.
There you go.
I reckon De Bruyne is even better than Zidane.
De Bruyne was in
Absolutely not, bro.
Wolfsburg crying, but he didn't have a home. Come on, bro. Zidane
Nah,
was
nah.
class from.
I think there's players that when they go to like the big stage, they can just. Bro, you saw Modric. They're like, oh, he's
Kevin
a
De
backup.
Bruyne never did nothing with Belgium, bro. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
When
go.
it comes to
No, no,
Belgium,
no,
this
the-
brother goes crying.
no,
Like
no,
he goes
the
missing.
Belgium, the De Bruyne was a
Then
mistake.
what? How can you say, bro? This guy
No, no.
with every World Cup plays looking at him. I don't even want to touch him.
I'm serious
Zidane.
about. I'm serious about.
Bro, Penanka in a semi-final, bro.
In the final.
Modric.
Final,
Modric.
sorry.
I'm serious
What
about
are you
Modric.
talking
but
about,
let's
bro?
talk Modric. Let's talk Modric. I was
Pure
taking the piss.
class.
I was taking the piss out of him.
Headbutt in the final. That means he like. Halas, had enough.
This brother said, bro, this is nothing to me.
No discipline.
What do you mean?
Nah, it doesn't get better than this actually.
Because
Bro,
Modric
a
had
man,
the-
a man makes fun of your sister. You're not gonna say nothing?
What the heck is this going on?
That's that North African blood, bro. I don't blame
Nah,
him.
nah.
I'll do the same thing.
He doesn't even see it as a big game. I was like, what did you say? Dang
My
Allah.
mother, my sister, nah.
He doesn't care, bro.
I think Modric is a better midfielder.
Listen, that's a good shout, but nowhere near.
Maradona and Pele, maybe they come close to him. Maybe.
Nah. Like if you think of as a player, and bro, even look at him. Look at the Croatian team he had, and look how far.
I'm sorry,
it
no,
took him.
don't. I hate when people say this stuff, bro. Stop. Stop.
Bro,
he
what
had
did he
actual really good players.
No,
around him.
no.
Stop,
He had good players.
I can say so. At
He
least
had
4
good
or 5
players.
are world class in
He
that
had
team.
good players.
And their peak too.
Zidane had great players. This guy had good players next team.
Who
Zidane
did
had.
Zidane have?
Come on.
You want me to go through the? You want me to?
serious, bro?
You want to go through?
Now,
You want me to go through the
Zidane
French
had
team?
great players. But let me tell you.
I'll put the French team back now.
He did not go hiding. He did not go hiding. He was
Thierry
the best player.
Who?
Bro, Thierry Henry for France was ass. If you watch
Wallah,
France,
I was about to say that one.
come
I
on,
just said
bro.
it. Wallah.
He was ass. He
be
didn't do
ass.
nothing.
Would you rather Thierry Henry
Ribéry for
or
France didn't do
that-
nothing.
Guys, give Modric Thierry Henry.
from Croatia, who would you
Yeah,
rather?
bro.
Bro, just go watch
Come
the
on, bro.
games. Just go watch it. Bro, have you seen that game against Brazil when he's just looking at the players? All the Brazilian players just shaking his head. And then he comes out and then toys with them. Each one of them.
Look, it sounds like blasphemy to say something like this. But you know, if you just take all the nostalgia out, you take all the biases out of this, it's not that far.
It's not a hot take, Wallah.
And especially Modric. I'm not saying Xavi or Iniesta. I don't think so. But Modric is a very similar player to him as well.
Azam is he's world class, bro. One of the best we've ever seen. But this is like a GOAT thing, bro. You cannot come near Zidane. It's far more than a
He
GOAT.
doesn't have the goodness in him.
I actually agree with him to a certain extent that Zidane is possible.
Wallah, he's missing the goodness. That's it.
No, it's the character,
most
that's
pure
why.
talent we've ever seen in our lives.
Who?
Zidane.
Guys, hey, look at this. This guy played alongside Cristiano
You
Ronaldo.
can play him left back. You
No,
can play
no.
him left wing. You can, but even goalkeeper.
Listen to
this
this.
class.
Listen to this. This guy played along Cristiano Ronaldo, and people were still like giving him attention, crazy attention, guys. Modric.
Even Di
He
Maria, same thing.
Nah,
Oh,
not
get
like
outta here,
Modric.
man.
Not like Modric.
Come on, bro.
Bro,
Modric
get
was a
outta here.
machine.
Di Maria carried in big moments.
Modric
was
did
just
as
a-
well.
Bro, come on, bro.
A lot of people that actually praise Modric is because they hate Ronaldo. A lot of people. They actually hate Ronaldo. Barcelona fans, they will never tell you Ronaldo and stuff.
You know
like
what, Wallah Revo, it's not that wild, you know, to say something like this. But word for word, just back to his thing, the best footballing product based on a player and a manager, I don't think anyone can say anything else. The closest one was probably Ancelotti.
even.
Success and as an
Not even
individual, as a
close.
player. That's the only other one. But this guy had a World Cup. You know, he won the Champions League. Individual performances by himself, was a GOAT as a player. And then 3 Champions Leagues, come on.
Yeah, bro.
How many
A World
players
Cup,
can you name
anything,
that were
bro.
players and then
And mind you, this guy is like.
That's what I mean. Best football. If you take it word for word, it stands.
Aaron, here's that cool thing where like every club went after him after Real Madrid, and he said no. Like he doesn't want to go. Like he's waiting for France, the job. He's waiting. He wants his dream is to coach France.
French national
And
team.
Ryan Cherki, if you guys know him, who that is, that's the next big player.
Is he gonna play for France or Algeria?
No, he's gonna play France, but he's the best player in the
Damn,
French
bro,
under
I hate
23s.
when these guys don't want to play for the.
Can you
And that's what I'm
imagine-
saying,
Can you
boys,
imagine
man.
France under Zidane?
He said
Oh my
my
days.
dream is to coach France and Ryan Cherki.
All right, coach
Zidane came
Algeria
and said that.
with Ryan Shaki.
Yeah.
That'll be lit.
Huh?
yeah, do that.
Imagine if he
Fran-
goes
Ryan
coaches
Cherki goes to
Algeria.
Guys,
Yeah,
and-
France,
Yeah,
France
Wow,
deserve
that'd be
absolutely
Nothing,
nothing.
bro.
This, I'm telling you,
Racist-
France.
racist
Look at this.
country.
Look at
Yeah,
this.
I think
So
so.
what did I say about
Yeah.
Benzema? What
I
did I say
agree.
about
I
Benzema?
agree.
Alim.
I agree with everything.
The worst country.
They're
But
a
even
fraudulent
winter France,
country.
All racist towards North Africans, West Africans, but still
And then-
players. When imagine, boys, you're a kid
bro.
watching France, right? Thierry Henry, Zidane wearing that jersey.
Yeah.
Can't blame the kid if he goes to France, bro. You cannot blame.
But then if the country,
Honestly, you cannot
the
blame
country's
him.
government and the people shit on your religion and
Your people, your
every
country,
single-
everything.
It's part of their culture, by the way. It's part of their culture, by the way. You know that, yeah? It's actually part of the French culture.
They've always
Yeah,
hated
why would they
Muslims.
want to represent them then?
Yeah, you know, it's part of the French culture, the shit
Yeah,
on
it's
religions.
No, to shit on religion, yeah, it's part of the culture. Like. All religions, by the way.
Stop, bro.
Huh?
Alas.
Because, you know, the whole secularism thing, the whole everything, it started from there, bro.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Because, you know, read about, what's his name?
Enough. Well, I don't want to
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Let's finish off on this Zidane thing. The last thing I would say about this, I think as a talent, Zidane is much more of a talent than Modric is. But Modric played that position, I would say, better than Zidane. Is that
Yeah.
fair?
Yeah.
No, that's not fair.
And Modric's
I still don't agree with that.
No? You don't think Modric played that position, like the box-to-box position, better than Zidane? Longevity, the achievement?
No, not really.
I think so.
Imagine Zidane, the guy. He's saying this guy is unbelievable. I've never
We're
seen
not
something
taking
like
away
this.
from Modric's greatness. You're saying like I'm taking it away. I'm saying he's top 5 midfielders of all time. Think
Zidane is better.
Think how much like that is, bro. That's huge. But Zidane is the pinnacle. We can't get any more than that. In our lifetime, I don't think so.
I think he's more talented. Like, you know, just whether or not this Modric guy played that position a bit better.
Guys, he played
that's
that
the
midfield
I
argument.
think
box to box.
talent-wise of all time, it goes, bro. That I've seen personally, R9, Neymar, and Zidane, the most purest. I haven't seen Maradona.
I mean,
like,
Messi. Where's Messi for? Right?
Messi.
Messi's number one.
What about
never,
Ronaldinho?
mate, you can say
Messi's
Messi as well,
talent.
yeah. But like,
Ronaldinho?
I'm talking about like.
See, that's how you know he's rubbish, wallah.
He didn't even think
Because it
about
doesn't even cross your mind. Because he doesn't even cross your mind. That's the thing. It's not natural, wallah. Now you're trying to force it now.
No, it's not that.
Wallah, now you're trying to force it.
Messi is just unforgettable.
It didn't even cross your mind, wallah.
I did.
Zidane, Neymar.
See,
The
Messi
purest
and
talents
Ronaldo,
we've ever seen.
Messi
Like,
and
Neymar
Ronaldo are the
effortlessly
great.
does everything.
Messi and Ronaldo.
No,
are
and
good.
effortlessly sat down goalkeepers. Like the coolest guy you ever see. Messi, I think, is just a whole different planet.
He was talking about humans.
You can't talk about
Fair
that.
enough.
You know what I mean? Messi just
Too
by
late,
himself.
Too late. Yeah. Too late.
Too late now.
Last one, boys. Does anyone here have a wild one that you think is the wildest one that we could have?
I got one. I'm just a hater. Chelsea's a bigger club than Arsenal, and you can't change my mind.
No, that's not hate. That's not hate.
That's not a bad shout,
Wallah,
by the
that's
way.
not hate.
That's actually a bad
Wallah,
shout.
I'm a neutral on this, and that's not hate.
No, that's not a bad shout.
No, I don't think
How many
so.
Champions League
No
did
way.
Arsenal win? actually?
Zero.
Brother,
Zero.
This
What?
one money,
That's it.
brother.
No.
not the
Wallah,
money.
that's actually not hate. That's not
Chelsea
hate.
started in 04, and we've achieved more than Arsenal will ever achieve.
No, not ever, but yes.
Bigger
are-
club.
you are a
Bigger club.
They'll never win Champions League in my lifetime, and any other fan's lifetime. In the whole club's lifetime, I don't think they'll ever come close to winning the Champions League.
You reckon?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think they can win it. I don't think they can win it. No one respects Arsenal, and no one wants to go there.
What?
Other than Declan Rice, that was just one off.
Bro, get out of here, bro.
Guys, that doesn't count. He's on all the rejects. Yeah.
No. No one wants to go to Chelsea now.
That's why we're
But no.
That's why we're
No
spending
one
a
wants to
billion.
go. But no one wants
We
to go
bought
to Chelsea
everybody.
because
We
they're
bought
no.
everyone.
No,
We
because
bought
they're
everyone,
no.
though.
You can't even survive a
Literally
year there, bro. You're gonna go there. You're
Caicedo
gonna
and
get.
Enzo.
Bro, your
Everyone
team
wanted them when
changed
we
in
got
1
them.
year.
Yeah.
How's
Everyone
that a
wants to-
club? If I'm a player, I want to feel wanted, bro. Why would I
just-
go to a club that wants to?
You just said that no one wants to come with us, but we
No
changed
one
the
wants to
whole-
go.
But we changed the whole starting
These
11
young,
and bench.
but
So
these
everyone
young
wants to come to
players
us.
that are not known yet. Name me what
Yeah.
the biggest star. Sterling is falling off.
But he's not
Thank
the
you
biggest
so
star.
much.
Oh, who's the biggest upcoming star? Enzo, Caicedo. This is big players.
No.
Clubs are
Your
dying
biggest
for them.
star right now that wants to come.
Cole
Say
Palmer.
okay. No. Hold on. Okay, say someone like the biggest Foden. Would Foden go to Chelsea or Arsenal?
not?
Would
Why not
Foden go
Chelsea?
to Chelsea or Arsenal?
would he
No,
go to
they got-
Arsenal?
Chelsea have Paul.
We have
Bro,
the
he
talent,
would
we
not
have
go.
the money.
He would not. He would not
I think he would
go
go to
to
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Go to Chelsea.
No,
I
he
think
would
he'll go
not.
to Chelsea.
He would
Yeah,
not.
sorry,
He would want to go to.
Me, I'm saying this as an Arsenal supporter too.
And he's gonna be loved by everyone. Look how Saka.
thing
How
is,
Saka's protected with the
I
Arsenal fans.
have full confidence in Chelsea that we're going to bounce back eventually. We will be top.
Brother,
Because
you spend 100 million
Arsenal-
on a guy
Arsenal-
that all he does is go in the gym. That's his highlights. Literally. Come on, bro. He scored a goal this morning that he pretend like he pretend. Oh yeah, this is me. I done
Listen,
that.
listen.
Bro, that was a
I've
big
seen this
mistake.
guy. I've seen this guy do more squats than actually score goals.
Literally, bro.
Arsenal wanted Modric bad. And he even wanted to go. As soon as Chelsea came into the combo, this guy changed his whole mind. He said,
Why?
"Fuck
Because the
Arsenal."
poverty and where he comes from, the money was way
He's from
big.
Ukraine. Acting like Ukraine's a bad country. Just go in
Bro,
there. Just
brother,
in
he's
war
going to
now,
have
but these
nothing.
guys,
He was
it's
playing in
not a-
Russia.
It's not a third
Where
world
there's
country.
like, bro, he was playing in Russia where there was no
Ukraine,
money.
Ukraine.
Ukraine or whatnot. Yeah, where there was no
Same
money.
thing, wallah. Tomatoes.
Well, I don't think you need to defend it that much.
Even his agent said, but when Chelsea came, they doubled the price. They doubled it.
No.
They doubled that
The
shit,
transfer
bro.
fee. The CEO of Shakhtar came out. He goes, the transfer fee, Arsenal and Chelsea was the
And
exact same.
alhamdulillah, bro,
But
Trossard, in my
Chelsea-
opinion, was a way. Trossard, in my
Brother,
opinion, was way bigger
Trossard
bigger
was already
signing.
proven in Premier League. Chelsea
Exactly.
wanted something long term.
Exactly.
Trossard,
I would
next
rather.
season is finished.
I would have rather, for me personally, I would have rather went and got Wilfried Zaha. I know even he's at his peak right now. He's better than him.
Gallery, well, I don't feel too bad. I don't think you need to defend this too much.
Yeah, don't
I don't
They'll
feel
be
bad. I know
Chelsea
Chelsea's
Chelsea's
better
a big
than
club,
Arsenal.
but it's not bigger
It's
than
bigger than
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
No way.
I think so.
Vibes wise and fan base, I'm saying this as an Arsenal supporter again. Arsenal's a bigger club.
I don't think
No, Arsenal.
As from the
London.
from a fan perspective,
The world.
from vibes perspective, yeah.
from vibes perspective, yeah.
It's Man United, then Chelsea
Nah,
in terms
that's
of fans.
not-
Wallah,
Man United is the bottom of the bottom,
Well,
bro.
I did the stats. I read it somewhere. Well,
Where
I
did
read
they
it
get these
somewhere.
stats from? They went
I don't
around
know. I
doing
don't know.
CVs?
Yeah.
Trust me,
Will they
bro.
go around doing CVs or something?
Do it to every gawa in Africa and ask who they support. Put your hand up if you're Man United. I swear. Chelsea.
No, in Asia, the biggest club is Man United. That's a fact.
In
And then
Africa, it's
Liverpool,
definitely
man.
Arsenal, bro. In Africa, it's different.
No, it's Man United, then Chelsea. Trust me, bro.
I think it's Man United. No, I think it's Man United first and Arsenal. Man United's got
trust
big
me, bro.
pull in now, I think.
Man United, the biggest club, yeah.
It's Arsenal and Chelsea, and then somewhere maybe Man United down there.
No. It's Arsenal and Man United.
No, I don't think so. Chelsea, there's a lot of supporters, bro. African supporters.
Yeah,
Chelsea.
there is. But I'm saying
Chelsea
it's
has
Man
the
United first, Arsenal, and then Chelsea.
Boys, I'm on the soccer page and it's number 1 United, number 2 in Arsenal, number 3 Chelsea.
Exactly like I said it. Exactly
Number
how
4
I said it.
Liverpool.
Besides that, bro.
It's called soccer54.com.
Exactly how I said it.
Real Madrid is not even there. Barca's higher than Real Madrid. Real Madrid is the most followed club in the world. That's a fake.
It's a fake website, Roland.
Fake website, bro.
That's you know ESPN. I think last year or the year before, they had like the top 50 managers in the world. Yeah, they didn't have Zidane in that list. Well, I was laughing.
That's a fake site too.
Again, boys, don't forget to we
Yes.
gotta put the link again.
Yes.
The banners, yeah. Please. Today, Wallah, how many people died today this morning? You know,
How many?
today only 400 people died, and yesterday more than 360 people died.
Allah yarhamah.
That's too much, Wallah. That's way too much.
Free Palestine.
Well, I
free
don't even
Palestine.
feel good about doing this, but unfortunately,
We gotta get the word out as well.
gotta
man.
do it. Yeah.
I gotta get the word out. Reminder to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. Jump on Patreon, subscribe to one of the tiers so you can watch Do You Know Ball. And also, we haven't promoted this in a while, but SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, and what's the other one? Spotify. Always there. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Take care.
I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the juice. You other niggas look confused. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Nigga, I got the sauce. I got the juice. Watch. I got the juice. Watch. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the